In Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States, there lived a 10-year-old boy named Alex Parker. Alex was a little different from most kids his age. While his friends spent their time playing video games and watching TV, Alex loved discovering new things, reading history books, and listening to mysterious stories. The walls of his room were covered with pictures of famous American landmarks, and his bookshelf was filled with books about explorers, scientists, and historic places. Every night before going to bed, he would read a new story and imagine himself becoming part of a great mystery someday. He always felt that somewhere in the world, hidden secrets were waiting to be discovered. One morning during the school assembly, the principal made a special announcement. "Students," he said with a smile, "next week our class will be going on a field trip to one of Washington, D.C.'s most famous landmarks, the White House." The entire auditorium erupted in applause, but no one was more excited than Alex. His eyes lit up, and his heart raced with excitement. He had read a lot about the White House. He knew it wasn't just the president's home, it was also an important part of American history. As soon as school ended, he rushed home. "Mom, Mom!" he shouted excitedly. His mother was cooking dinner in the kitchen. "What's going on, Alex?" she asked with a smile. "We're going to the White House next week." His mother was happy for him. That evening, Alex looked up pictures of the White House online and read about its history. He learned that the building was over 200 years old and contained hundreds of rooms. While reading, he came across an old article. The article mentioned a legend that many years ago, some people believed there had once been a secret garden hidden somewhere near the White House, but no evidence had ever been found. Alex read the entire article with great curiosity. "A secret garden?" he whispered. Unfortunately, the article didn't provide any more details. Still, the idea stayed in his mind. All week long, he couldn't stop thinking about it. Finally, the day of the field trip arrived. Alex woke up before his alarm even went off. He put on his favorite blue jacket, packed his small backpack, and quickly ate breakfast. Soon, the school bus arrived. All the students were excitedly chatting during the ride. Some talked about taking pictures, while others discussed questions they wanted to ask about the president. But Alex sat by the window, wondering whether the story of the secret garden could actually be true. About an hour later, the bus arrived near the White House. The massive white building sparkled in the sunlight. The students stepped off the bus and stared in amazement. "Wow!" Several children said it at the same time. After going through security, the group entered the grounds. A tour guide led them through different areas. "Many important meetings have taken place here," the guide explained, "and world leaders from around the globe have been welcomed here." The students listened carefully. Alex paid attention too, but his eyes kept wandering toward the trees and gardens surrounding the area. He couldn't stop thinking about the old legend. After a while, the group moved toward a large garden area behind the White House. Tall trees, beautiful flowers, and lush green lawns stretched in every direction. That was when Alex noticed a very old oak tree. It looked different from all the others. Its trunk was enormous, and its branches spread wide across the sky. It seemed as if the tree had stood there for centuries. Then Alex spotted something strange. There was a symbol carved into the trunk. It wasn't an ordinary mark. When he looked closely, it appeared to be shaped exactly like an old-fashioned key. Alex's heart began pounding. The legend of the secret garden instantly came back to him. Could this really be more than a coincidence? He wondered. He stepped closer and studied the symbol carefully. Meanwhile, the rest of the group continued walking with the guide. For a few moments, Alex found himself alone. He reached out and touched the symbol. Suddenly, he thought he saw a faint golden glow flash behind the tree. Startled, he looked down. Near the roots, something small was sparkling beneath the soil. As sunlight hit it, the object shimmered even brighter. Alex knelt down. Carefully, he began brushing away the dirt. His heart raced with excitement. As more soil disappeared, a small golden object slowly came into view. A few moments later, it was completely uncovered. Alex's eyes widened in astonishment. It was an old golden key, and engraved on the key was the exact same symbol that appeared on the oak tree. But Alex had no idea that this tiny key was about to lead him to a secret hidden behind the White House, a mystery known by very few people in the world. He carefully brushed away the remaining dirt and stared at the key. How did this get here? He wondered. He slipped the key into his pocket and hurried to catch up with the rest of the group. But throughout the tour, he couldn't stop thinking about it. After the trip ended, all the students boarded the bus. That was when Alex remembered something else he had noticed near the tree, a stone marked with an arrow. That night, he couldn't stop thinking about the key. The next day, he told his best friend, Mia, everything. Maybe it's the key to some hidden treasure, Mia said excitedly. Both of them were thrilled by the possibility. That weekend, after getting permission from their parents, they returned to a public area near the White House. They searched for the old oak tree. Before long, they found it. Behind the tree stood a large stone marked with the same arrow Alex had noticed before. The arrow pointed toward a patch of bushes. Slowly, they walked closer. Hidden among the vines, they discovered a small wooden door. "Wow," Mia whispered. An old lock hung from the door. Alex pulled the golden key from his pocket and inserted it into the lock. Click! The lock opened. The wooden door slowly creaked open, revealing a narrow pathway. The two friends cautiously stepped inside. After walking for a short distance, they stopped in amazement. Before them was the most beautiful garden they had ever seen. Colorful flowers bloomed everywhere. Butterflies danced through the air. Small fountains sparkled in the sunlight. Exotic birds perched in the trees, birds they had never seen before. But the most remarkable sight stood at the center of the garden, a giant tree whose leaves glowed with a soft golden light. "This place feels magical," Mia said. Just then, a gentle voice echoed through the garden. "Welcome, children." Alex and Mia froze. They looked around, but no one was there. Then the voice spoke again. "I am the guardian of this garden." To their astonishment, the voice was coming from the golden tree. Alex and Mia exchanged amazed glances. The tree continued. "Many years ago, this garden was created for special children. Only those who are honest, kind, and curious can find their way here." "Is this really a magical garden?" Alex asked. The tree chuckled softly. "Yes, but the greatest magic here is not the flowers or the fountains." "Then what is it?" Mia asked. One of the tree's branches gently lowered. Resting on it were 3 glowing seeds. "These are the seeds of hope, kindness, and courage." Alex picked up one of the seeds. Instantly, a vision appeared before him. He saw a young boy helping a new student who felt lonely at school. Mia picked up the second seed. She saw a girl caring for an injured bird. Then they picked up the third seed. This time, they saw a child standing up for what was right despite being afraid. The tree spoke. "The world is changed not by magic, but by these 3 qualities." The children listened carefully. Suddenly, dark clouds gathered overhead. The garden's glow began to fade. The tree looked worried. "What's happening?" Alex asked. "The power of this garden is growing weaker," the tree replied. "If people forget kindness and courage, this garden will disappear forever." Alex and Mia felt saddened. "What can we do?" they asked. The tree smiled warmly. "Spread kindness in your school and community. Help others. Inspire people to do good. That is how this garden stays alive." The two friends promised they would. From that day on, Alex and Mia started a kindness club at school. Students worked together to help those in need. They cleaned local parks, welcomed new students, and included children who often felt left out. Little by little, positive changes spread throughout the school. A few months later, Alex and Mia returned to the secret garden. This time, it was even more beautiful than before. The flowers were brighter, the fountains sparkled more brilliantly, and the golden tree shone with happiness. "You kept your promise," the tree said, "and you taught us what real magic is," Alex replied with a smile. The tree nodded. "Remember, every city, every school, and every home can have a secret garden. That garden exists inside people's hearts. Whenever we plant kindness, hope, and courage, that garden blooms." Alex and Mia smiled and nodded. As the sun slowly set, they left the garden behind, but they carried a new light within them. They realized they hadn't discovered a treasure. They had found something far more valuable: the magic of kindness, hope, and courage. And legend says that even today, somewhere behind the White House, the secret garden still exists. But its door opens only for children whose hearts are filled with goodness and a desire to help others.